Okay, good morning. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. God, I give thanks for all moments in my life. I give thanks for the students that I have joined with you, with the different families, and I pray for the different people that suffer the coronavirus problems. And I pray for the different necessities that have my country and our towns in Colombia. And I pray for all people around the world that have these affections with this big problem that have in this moment. I pray for the students that look at me in this moment. I pray for each families and the different necessities, economical situations, biological situations, affections, problems that have my students and me. Okay, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay, today we work according to the performance for the second term in the 9th grammar. Okay, begin with the first is participate in activities of description like tests, interviews, and monologues. Okay, the second is reading comprehension and interpretation in English test. 3. Make difference in simple past tense and present perfect tense in a specific context. And 4. Realize activities of textual production with coherence and cohesions. Okay, the first term is participate in activities of description like tests, interviews, and monologues. Okay, in this case, you know that you make descriptions according to the psychological or physical descriptions. And the idea is that you make the descriptions according to the different adjectives that you work in class, okay? The idea that in the first period of the first term is that you recognize the differences between the different adjectives and apply in context according to the different descriptions, okay? That's possible that you recognize these adjectives in, for example, sentence or phrases or tests according to your student book or other tests, and in the different explanations of the description, okay? This is the main aspect that you take into account in this first term. Okay. On the other hand, you look at the different other topics that you work in this case. For example, you make in the first term description, monologues according to the monologues and interview. Okay. By another part of this term is reading a dialogue according to the magazine article. This part of activity you look at in your student book of On Track 4. And another is that you take into account a letter to a friend. In this case, that's possible that you present some problems. According to this, you give to your friend one advice to solve this problem, okay? By another hand, you take into account present perfect tense versus simple past tense, this verbal tense, okay? And I explain you in next opportunity. But final term is conversation about vacations, describing experiences, okay? This is one individual project, okay? Conversation about vacation and describing experience. Okay. By another hand, you take into account all time linguistic competence. It's very important. Communicative competence, okay? You know this. Pragmatic competence and social-linguistic competence, okay? I consider important that you take all time notes on your notebooks, okay? Because it's important that you recognize the different topics that you work in this term, okay? Okay, according to the evaluation process, you know that you have some notes, okay? You take present some notes. You take into account to know, to make, to be, and the examination of Elmer Pardo. Okay, according to this topic, to know have the 30%, and another, to know, to make, have 30%, and to be is 10%, and the Elmer Pardo exam you obtain 30% of your note. Okay, we continue. According to the evaluation process, you recognize to know is according to the descriptions, monologues, or interview. Okay, this topic is a join. Okay, you join all time. You make descriptions according to the monologues of interview. And reading a dialogue, that's possible that you take into account magazine articles. In this part of your note, you take into account all time your student book on track 4. And on the other hand, you obtain the note of to know, to make. You make a letter to a friend, and my idea is that you recognize one advice to a friend, okay? Because that's possible that your friend have a problems. But on the other hand, that's possible that you take into account, according to know, to make, verbal tense. In this case, in this period, you work according to the present perfect tense and versus simple past tense, okay? On the other hand, you make one conversation about vacations, okay? That's possible that you all time describing experience. That's possible that you said me, I don't have vacations. No problem. You make one description of your daily routines with your family, okay? And you share with them, because it's very special to share with your family, okay? But